This amount of urine could have taken this person probably a year to stock up. Was this man stocking up urine to punish his landlord? Or was it just a fetish of his to, store his urine, and when he was moving out, he couldn't be able to pack it? Was it that a toilet was not provided in the house for him to urinate, and so he had to start urinating in bottles? These are so many questions that we are asking. Hi guys, welcome to Buzz Box, where we dive deep into the juiciest celebrity gossips, stirring up the buzz and keeping you in the loop with all the best gist from the world of fame and fortune. My name is Miriam Abubakar, and today we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic. And I actually got this inspiration from a very bizarre story. I was scrolling through a social media page one day, and I found this story of a tenant who has been storing loads and loads of urine in PET bottles, in different bottles, like normal water bottles. So I don't know how many years it took this nigga to urinate all those plenty urine. I don't know how long it took that person to do that. If you haven't liked this video, please take this moment to like this video. Drop a comment in the comment section. So this particular story is about a tenant that moved out of, his apartment. He moved out of the apartment that was rented to him. And the landlord went to this apartment. Immediately after a tenant moves out, the landlord will probably go to, examine the amount of damage that has been done in the apartment, only for the landlord to meet bottles and bottles and containers. If those bottles are not up to 1,000, let me know why. The only thing that I've been thinking about, okay, maybe not the only thing I've been thinking about, because I've been thinking about a lot of things concerning this story. But one thing I've been thinking about is how long it took this person to collect. This person is a collector, but instead of collecting, perfumes or collecting gold or collecting bags like other collectors do, this person was collecting urine. So I'm trying to understand how long it took this person to collect all this urine, because I don't understand. In fact, that whole place would have been stinking really bad. This amount of urine could have taken this person probably a year to stock up. Was this man stocking up urine to punish his landlord? Or was it just a fetish of his to, store his urine, and when he was moving out, he couldn't be able to pack it? Was it that a toilet was not provided in the house for him to urinate, and so he had to start urinating in bottles? These are so many questions that we are asking. So before we go further, I would like us to discuss the possible, motivation for the tenants to do this. To be honest, of 2 years ago, we'd be so pissed off that, a tenant could do something like this to a landlord, even though this is very extreme, but some landlords actually have this coming. Some people, they would just want to collect money from people without actually providing the value for those things. And I am a living proof, guys. Let me tell you a brief story about a landlady I had a while ago. This woman charged 20,000 naira for electricity for a one room, like just for her boys' quarters. I was actually living in the boys' quarters, and she was charging me 20k per month for electricity. The full house consumes 100k or a little above 100k, and the main house had 4 rooms, 2 sitting rooms, a big kitchen, and I was in the big queue. So the 20,000 to me was fair, because I kind of understood that, the environment that we're living in, the estate, the tariff in the estate is very high. So I understood that 20k, okay, it's fair. If the whole house is paying 100k and I'm paying 20k, that's fair. Let me know if you want that, that's fine. 24 hours electricity, of course, that's awesome. So after a while, this woman started complaining that she needed more money. And that was not the agreement, because when we signed off on the agreement, I was supposed to pay 20k, and I paid everything at the beginning of the year. So going forward, you want to increase the electricity fee. Okay, I was okay, like fine. I understand that there was about 10% increase in electricity fee for the whole estate. So I was expecting 10% increase, or at most 50% increase. So maybe I'll be paying 30k or something. But no, this woman said I was going to be paying 50k. I was mad. I couldn't have it. Why would I pay 50K increase. Even if you want to increase the money that much, wait till the end of my, rent year. And then for the next year, you can now make as much increase. And then if I decide to stay or not. Not when we have come to an agreement already, you cannot make such a drastic increase. You can make increase and let it be based off on, the general estate increase. If the estate makes an increase of 10%, I expect you as a landlady to make an increase of 10%. But this woman wanted to increase my light bill, not rent, from 20K to 50K just like that. So I didn't agree. We kept arguing front and back. I was asking her to show me proof that I was actually using that much electricity. And if she actually shows me proof that I'm using that much electricity, out of 100K, I'm using half, then I would pay the money. She couldn't show me any proof of that. And also, I've also done my findings and I knew that I didn't use that much. So a day came and this woman decided to cut off my lights. She cut off electricity to my room and I did not have light. What happened was there was one socket that actually had electricity. Everything was off, my AC, my lights, my bulbs, everything was off. So I went to meet her and I told her that, okay, let me just pay. Do you get? And then she said I should pay in arrears. So the months that have passed, not from when she told me, because she just told me like a week, but I should pay since the month the electricity was increased in the estate of which I wasn't aware of. Do you understand? So the electricity was increased about 5 months before, and she decided to increase my electricity this month and wants me to pay from 5 months before. She hasn't even told me that electricity has been increased. I was thinking, how am I going to pay this woman? This is a lot of money. You calculate 50,000 for like 5 months. And it was just like 3 months before I had to, move out, maybe before the end of my rent. So I thought about it. I called a couple of friends. My friend was like, no, carry your pots, put it outside and be cooking outside there. Let discomfort her as well. Do not pay. Try and manage, manage the electricity, manage fan, whatever it is, just manage. I was so agitated. My chest was beating fast. So anyway, I decided to, move on. I decided to just be using that one socket that has electricity. Let me just manage it for the 3 months. I don't know how she heard, or maybe she just knew that that room is too hot. I can't stay there without electricity. So there was one day she came and she was banging on my door that she needs to see what I'm using. That day I went mad. I wish I took a video of that. I went crazy. The estates would have gathered for us that day. I started shouting. I started screaming like, "Madam, which kind of rubbish?" My pidgin English came out that day. "Madam, which kind of rubbish be that? You collected my money and you did not tell me at the beginning of my rent that you're going to make this increase." I shouted. I was screaming. I was hoping that someone would just come to my rescue, because I know that at the end of the day, no one can actually fight this thing for me. No one can fight this battle for me. Do you get? I cannot take this woman to court. She has already off my light. She's trying to bully me because she has the power to put off and put on my light. So anyway, with the way I shouted, I just think she got scared, because it was as if I could do anything at that point. So she just vanished. She didn't come to me. For the remaining 2 months I stayed there, she didn't disturb me. Honestly, when I was moving out, I really thought of something I could do to this woman. Like, should I bust that tire? Should I break one window? Should I do something? You get? But I couldn't get around to do it. My conscience couldn't let me do something like that. Not because she doesn't deserve it, because honestly, I felt like she did deserve it. But for the fact that it's a crime. That's number one. It's destruction of property. It's also against my conscience as a person. Like, I don't want to have to live with the guilt that I did something bad before leaving someone's apartment. And that was it. I just moved out peacefully. I don't spoil anything. I just packed all my things and I left peacefully. Do you get? So this particular tenant, there could be a lot of reasons that could warrant this. One of it could be this landlord might not fix the toilet. Maybe there could be an issue with the toilet or something. This landlord maybe didn't fix it. or maybe the landlord was wicked in a way. Maybe the landlord was owing this person and this person just wanted to punish the landlord. Or this person could be into fetish things and just interested in paying in, because there are a lot of weirdos in the world. Whatever you think that somebody can do, definitely there's somebody that can do it. So it's possible that this person is just a weirdo. The person just pees inside bottles for a living and doesn't have the decency to throw it out. So whatever the case is, this particular landlord, I don't know the, if you're a lawyer, please drop in the comment section, what can this landlord do to the tenant, in revenge or legally? What can this landlord do? Just let me know in the comment section. For me, I think there could be like some health code violations, or vandalism. I don't know if it's going to fall under vandalism or whatever it is, but please, if you're into law or anything like that, what can be done to these tenants? Because to be honest, it was extreme. Whatever the landlord did or whatever, this was extreme. First of all, those urines have been there for ages. They are probably changing into different or some other kind of compound solution or whatever it is, and this landlord now has to go and dispose it. How is he going to dispose? Is he going to pour them out, or is he just going to throw them out with the bottles? Who is going to pack them? That is a truckload of urine. Oh my god. Like, and when they open it, it can even burst like champagne. Hey god. So for this kind of thing not to happen, I think it's important that communication is normalized between tenants and landlords. The disconnect is always there between tenants and landlords. So communication is key. Landlords, please try to understand the points that tenants are coming from, and tenants too should also try to understand where landlords are coming from, so that this kind of thing can be minimized drastically. Another thing is, as a landlord, there are usually routine checks that you need to do, in for your property, for your house. Legally, you can check your house maybe once in 3 months, because this urine has been stored probably for like a year, 1 year supply of urine. So if this landlord has done routine checks, checking the apartment, checking everything, I don't think it would have led to this. Landlords, try to always fix broken things in your apartment, especially if it's not the fault of the tenant, because I think that this is one of the causes of this thing happening. Maybe the person did not have any restroom to use, and so the person didn't have any other option but to resort to the traditional. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think. If you're a tenant, if you're a landlord, tell me your experience with your tenant or your landlord. How has it been? Tell me your most crazy experience. I want to be reading the comment section. I want to hear what you guys think about this whole landlord tenant situation. I'll be right there to engage with you guys. Thank you so much once again for watching BuzzBox, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.